Jivanmukti-pradam devam Kshama-purnam.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda is a rare living incarnation, a yogi by birth. He has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English, books in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese, with translations in 26 languages are available. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 8,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services, ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals, established in more than 140 places around the world, offer exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. Having meditation centers in 151 countries including Bidadi, Tiruvannamalai, Rajapalyam, Salem, Hyderabad, Varanasi, Los Angeles, Ohio, Seattle, San Jose and Phoenix. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers. Adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, he has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands, gracing them with spiritual powers. A spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples worldwide in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places like Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Tiruvannamalai in India. A dynamic young guru who is an inspiration to thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online. A beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
Anandanubhavaswadam sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papa Vinashaktam Nithyanandaya Swagatam Nityamuktam Nirvikalpam Dhyanaloka Pradipakam Vande Shantamayam Bandham Nithyanandaya Swagatam Anandagandha Sancharam Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Vande Jnanalayam Natham Nithyanandaya Swagatam.
कर्मणविहि अपिबोद्धव्यं बोद्धव्यञ्च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः. The translation: action has to be discerned, being free from action has to be discerned, and also inaction has to be discerned, for the scope of action is inexplicable. Action has to be discerned. Being free from action has to be discerned. And also inaction has to be discerned, for the scope of action is inexplicable. Here Bhagavan comes to the science of intense action. Constantly, intensely, continuously taking new challenges and new possibilities is what I define as action. Please understand. I am defining action. Action means opening new possibilities in you, opening new challenges in you. Very beautifully Osho says, don't travel in the same path second time. It's a Taoist saying, even it is a wrong path, travel in new path. Even if it is right path, don't go second time in the same path. A little extreme. Life, the juice of life constantly oozes in your being. The nectar, amrita, constantly oozes out of your being only if you explore the new possibilities. I'll define living human being. Living human being should be a person, wake up like a flower, with all courage and strength and confidence to explore the new leaf of life. Explore so intensely, take such strong risks. By night you should wither away, fall asleep. Next day morning again, wake up. In the night, if you are not withering away, you have not used all your confidence. You have not used all your courage. By night, you should wither away. Means taking all extreme decisions, steps, living in utter insecurity is enlightenment. I tell you, living in utter insecurity is living enlightenment. If humanity is little more evolved, if humanity can tolerate me without organization, means if humanity can receive me without organization, unfortunately, only in organized way, I am able to deliver my message to humanity. So I have to put up with organization. If humanity is matured enough to receive me without organization, like how Buddha's time, Shankara's time, humanity was ready to receive, listen. If that possibility is there, I will not be sitting in one place with so much of security. I'll walk from street to street. Live in utter insecurity. Show the power of enlightenment to people. Action means morning waking up with a full fresh life. By night, all the decisions you take, risks you take, the confidence you exhaust should exhaust your whole life. You should wither away and fall like a flower. That night, you should become manure, support for the plant. Next day morning again, new flower happens. This is what exactly is life. This is what exactly is living. This is what exactly is action. Unfortunately, organization stops you taking that risk. Understand? Exhausting the confidence, that is action. If you have the confidence to jump 7 feet, exhaust that confidence by jumping 9 feet. In every level, every step. Exhausting the confidence. I tell you, unless you radiate extraordinary powers, all your courage, spiritual struggle, everything is bull. You know the meaning of the word bull, and you know the next word. See, if you are not radiating extraordinary powers and energies, then all your theories about the spiritual practice, struggle, everything is just your fantasies. Maybe conveniently convincing fantasies. If you are radiating at least one extraordinary power, like you have gone beyond sleep, you have gone beyond hunger. You may eat, but eating is not binding you. You may sleep, but sleeping is not binding you. Same way, 24 hours, whatever may be the situation, the japa is happening. Something like this, at least one extraordinary power, one extraordinary capacity, only if that is exploding in you, radiating in you, I can say you are seeking as some depth. Your sacrifice as a reason. You are having the courage. You are taking risks. I tell you, what Bhagavan says here, karmanahi abhiboddhavyam boddhavyanja vigarmanaha akarmanascha boddhavyam gahanaha karmana gati. Please understand, that is why time immemorial, all the masters, when they started teaching without organization, it is the people who lived without organization got attracted to them. With Buddha, all the suppressed class which did not have organization, I tell you, it is not suppressed class, free class, which was not getting tortured and suffering by the organization, they got attracted. Same way with Ramanuja, with Basavanna in Karnataka. See all the great masters who taught without organization, the society, the humanity which is not yet organized, followed them. See, there was always a big chunk of humanity which was not organized. First time an incarnation is facing this struggle. He has to work with organized humanity. Because never ever before any incarnation had such an empty planet Earth. When I land, suddenly I see the planet Earth is empty. Only 2% are disorganized. 2% are not without organization. They are all sitting in, I don't even know where they are. Inside Amazon or into the Himalayas. Even those 2% disorganized or unorganized are surrounded by organized humanity. I can't even cross this organized humanity and go there. If humanity was matured enough, like the time, Buddha's time and Ramanuja's time, Shankara's time and Basavanna's time, I would have preferred to work without having organization. Because even organization restricts constant, ultimate risks. But this can be tolerated because this is much better than your ordinary family, that civilized background. That so-called family background, if you can do the real karma, as Bhagavan says, if you have a 10% possibility, here in the Sangha you have 80% possibility. But 80%, the remaining 20% is there. That remaining 20% also gets completed only when you live completely unclutched inside the organization. If you ask me the ideal life, the problem is the ideal life has become impossible because the whole humanity has become now civilized, organized. Now, if you are unorganized, you will not be able to teach to anybody. If you are an ultimate risk taker, real karmi, there is no part of humanity which is still left with a mental setup that with unorganized way you can be alive. The whole humanity is already bitten by this snake called organization. It's unfortunate. But the world leaders should understand, they should stop this spreading of civilization, at least the remaining 2%, which is there in the forests, unorganized, uncivilized, should be allowed to live their life without being glamorized about the civilization, without forcing them through the greed and getting them into this mental setup. They should be allowed to live as they are. They should be allowed to live as they are. Please understand. Otherwise, humanity will miss one of the important dimension of life, that just like that you can live. Even the word just like that, you will start giving your own meaning. You can never understand that. Only a person who has seen civilization for 17 years and who has seen the life out of civilization for 9 years. I have seen both civilized life and completely out of civilization. Only I can understand the value of at least few groups living without organizing, without being organized. Karma means exhausting your courage by every decision. Every decision make you feel the shoulder pain and exhausted. Oh God, I can't take any more decision. I am going to collapse. Then again, next moment, the next decision you take should make you collapse. I tell you, every time when you stand the decision which makes you feel like you will collapse, your shoulder becomes more strong. It's like workout only. First you use 10 kg dumbbells. You feel you will collapse, you can't handle the pain. But one day you handle the pain and work out, your stamina increases. Next day you can lift 20 kg. Same way. Today you take one risk, jump. Your mind says, no, I am exhausted, I am collapsing. Handle. Next day you will take stronger risk decisions. Just like workout for body, this is workout for mind. Karma means ability to take decisions which exhaust your confidence. If you are not exhausting your confidence every day, be very clear, your life is going to be like a body which is never moved or made to work. Body which is never moved or made to work, what is going to happen? It will just rust and dust over. Body which is never made to work, mind which has never taken the risk is one and the same. Body which has never made to work, the mind which has never taken the risk is one and the same. I tell you, even if you are inside an organization, let your heart be above the organization, not below, above the organization. Above the organizations means you don't hate the organization, you run the organization, but you are always free and beyond the organization. You are always free, unbound by the organization. Action, being free from action, and inaction. You need to discern all these three. Action, being free from action, and inaction. Because your understanding about all these three are too small. Bhagavan is saying, scope of action is inexplicable. Now I am explaining, understand. The real scope of action means exhausting your confidence, courage to take the decisions which exhaust your confidence. Every day, the decisions you made, the work you did should tire your body. The decisions you made should wither your mind. Then you have the yogic body and Vedic mind. Understand? I am defining yogic body and Vedic mind. The work you did whole day, by night your body should be tired and fall asleep. The risks, the decisions you took with your mind should just wither away and fall into the abyss of peace, fall into sleep. Only then you have yogic body and Vedic mind. Any man who lives just as disorganized, lives like animal and dies. Who lives organized, lives like a mediocre human being and dies. Who lives in organization, beyond organized, by exhausting his body through intense work, by exhausting his mind, by taking intense risks and courageous decisions, he lives as God and never dies. Karma means exhausting your body by work and exhausting your mind and confidence by taking risks, risky decisions. Next. Play your game always on the edge, never on the safe ground. Always walk on the rope, not on the road. Walk on the tight rope. Always. Your whole life will be alive. When I say walk on the tight rope, even if you fall, there will be net to hold you. There will be a net below to hold you. But don't look down and verify whether there is a net or not and then start walking. The moment you did that, the net will not only will not be there, will not be seen by you. It may be there, but it will not fall in your eyes. When I say walk on the tight rope, even if you fall, there is a net to hold you, and you don't look down and you just walk. You are a real disciple. The moment you look down and try to see the net, I'll ensure your eyes does not see the net, and you walk continuously with doubt, or you curse me and get out of the rope. He said there is a net below protecting me, but when I look down, it is not there. He is a liar. You get out. But when you look down, I will make sure net does not fall in your eyes. Because if you know logically there is a net below, then it is not risk. Then walking on the rope is not going to put you in your ultimate, in your peak. But if you trust there is a net, because he said, and walk, that is going to put you in your ultimate. I tell you, always walk on the tight rope, never on the road. That is karma. So action, being free from action and inaction, all these three has to be discerned, because whatever you know as the meaning of all these three is too small. Scope of action is inexplicable. Now I am defining the scope of action for you. Please understand. Action means exhausting your body by work, exhausting your mind by taking risky decisions. Karmanaha hi abhibodhavyam bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahano karmano gatihi. Gahanaha karmanaha gatihi. What a beautiful way Bhagavan Sri Krishna is explaining karma, God. Karmanaha hi abhibodhavyam bodhavyancha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam. 3 times he is using the word bodhavyam, means discern. It is drop action, discern the action, discern being free from action, discern inaction. Then what to do? Do this. Scope of action is beyond any explanation. He says, exhaust your mind. I tell you, the constant risky decisions you take should exhaust your confidence, exhaust your courage. Life is for the people who are ready to exhaust their courage. Till you are afraid to exhaust your courage, the stored courage becomes sickness. Stored confidence become cowardness. Understand? Stored confidence which is not used in action is cowardness. Unused courage which is not used in your action is sickness, disease. Your heart should be beating. Oh, I'm taking the risk, I don't know. But walk. When your heart says, I know, I am comfortable, very happy, stop walking. Change the route. It is with this constant beating your heart beats. If not, your lungs may work, heart doesn't beat. You may breathe, but you don't live.